It is a scenario that has haunted global consciousness for generations, a ghost in the machine of modern geopolitics. A full-scale nuclear exchange between the United States and Russia is not a distant theoretical war. It is an event that would fundamentally and irrevocably alter life on this planet for every single person. The first 24 hours following such a catastrophe would not be defined by political maneuvering or strategic analysis. They would be defined by a raw, elemental struggle for survival. This is not about assigning blame or exploring the complex reasons that could lead to such a moment. This is about what happens next. Understanding the facts, the immediate dangers, the steps you would need to take to protect yourself and your family in the minutes and hours after the unthinkable happens. The initial moments would be a cascade of chaos and disbelief. Alerts, if they come in time, would flash across phone screens, television, broadcasts. For those in or near targeted areas, major cities, military installations, critical infrastructure hubs, the time to react would be measured in minutes, not hours. The world you woke up in, with its routines, its plans, its sense of normalcy, would cease to exist. For anyone within the immediate vicinity of a nuclear detonation, the world ends in a flash of white light. The explosion of a modern thermonuclear weapon is an event of almost incomprehensible violence. At ground zero, temperatures soar to millions of degrees, hotter than the surface of the sun, steel, concrete, earth. A superheated fireball expands. A shockwave travels outwards faster than the speed of sound. This blast wave is a wall of compressed air that can flatten even reinforced concrete buildings for miles. The initial flash of light is brighter than anything ever witnessed by human eyes. It can cause permanent blindness in anyone who looks directly at it, even from dozens of miles away. The second immediate threat is the thermal pulse. This is an intense wave of heat radiation released within seconds of the detonation. It can inflict severe third-degree burns on exposed skin many miles from the explosion. The heat can ignite fires simultaneously across a vast area. Wood, paper, fabric. These individual fires can quickly merge into a massive self-sustaining firestorm, a whirlwind of flame. In a city, a firestorm can be more destructive than the initial blast. Beyond blast and fire, the physical landscape is utterly transformed. Bridges collapse, power lines snap, gas mains rupture and feed the fires, subway tunnels cave in. Emergency services, assuming they exist at all, would be completely overwhelmed. Hospitals, fire stations, police departments, communication networks down. The very concept of help on the way would be a casualty of the first few minutes. After the unholy trinity of light, heat, and blast has passed, a new, more insidious danger begins to descend. This is radioactive fallout. When a nuclear weapon detonates on or near the ground, it pulverizes tons of earth and debris, pulling it into the mushroom cloud. In the superheated, radioactive environment, these particles of dust, ash, and soil become irradiated. As the cloud cools and rides the prevailing winds, these now poisonous particles begin to fall back to Earth. It is a silent, odorless, invisible threat. It can contaminate a vast area, hundreds of miles downwind. Its arrival is not immediate. It can take minutes or hours to begin. Fallout emits ionizing radiation, primarily gamma rays. Gamma rays are high-energy light that can pass through walls, clothing, and human tissue. As they pass through the body, they can damage or kill cells, disrupt DNA, and cause severe illness. The level of danger depends on dose, intensity, and duration of exposure. The particles settle on every surface: roofs, lawns, roads, and water sources. Simply being where fallout has settled is being in a radiation field. The danger is highest in the first hours and days. For every 7-fold increase in time, dose rate drops by a factor of 10. After 7 hours, it's about 10%. 49 hours, 1%. 2 weeks, 0.1%. This rule underpins the most critical instruction: shelter. Maximize time, and shielding to minimize dose. High exposure can cause acute radiation syndrome. Lower doses elevate long-term cancer risk. From the moment you are aware of a nuclear detonation, whether from an alert, the distant flash, or a tremor, the clock is ticking. You have a very small window of opportunity, perhaps only 10 to 20 minutes before the fallout begins to arrive. Your single priority is to get to the best possible shelter you can find. This is not the time to gather sentimental belongings, try to call relatives, or pack a car to flee. Fleeing is a death sentence. You cannot outrun fallout. Being caught outdoors, or in a vehicle when it begins to fall, is the most dangerous situation imaginable. The instruction is simple and absolute. Get inside, stay tuned. The ideal fallout shelter puts as much dense material as possible between you and the outside world. Shelter effectiveness is measured by its protection factor. The best locations are underground, such as a basement or a subway tunnel. If no basement, go to the windowless center of a large multi-story building. The middle floors, upper floors get roof fallout, ground floors get ground fallout. Once in place, improve it immediately. Close all windows, lock doors, and turn off ventilation systems that draw outside air. Use duct tape, plastic sheeting, towels, or cardboard to seal gaps around doors and windows. If you are outside, remove outer clothing, bag it, isolate it, and wash if water is available. Add mass between you and outdoors, more walls, floors, and earth. This is not a time for panic, but for methodical, purposeful action. After the initial frenzy, a new and difficult reality sets in. The next 23 hours will test patience, discipline, and mental fortitude. The primary rule remains the same. Stay inside. Do not leave for any reason. Your senses will not help you. You cannot see, smell, or feel the radiation outside. Begin rationing supplies. Water is critical. Limit consumption to what is necessary. Plan for 1 gallon per person per day, but stretch it. Do not use tap water. Use sealed or pre-stored water only. Eat non-perishable high-energy foods, protein bars, canned goods, dried fruit. The psychological toll will be enormous. Maintain calm and order. Assign small tasks. Set a routine. Listen to an official broadcast, if available. Conserve batteries. Check first aid and address immediate injuries. Designate a sanitation area. Use a lined bucket with a tight lid, and practice hygiene. This is a mental marathon as much as a physical one. Discipline, conserve, stay put, manage fear, buys time for radiation to subside. The world outside is lethal. Your shelter is your lifeboat. Time and shielding are your allies. In the modern world, we are accustomed to constant connectivity. After a nuclear strike, this ecosystem could collapse. An electromagnetic pulse and physical damage can fry electronics over wide areas. Your smartphone, your computer, your television may become useless bricks. Cell networks, internet backbones, and broadcasters are vulnerable. The result is an information blackout and profound isolation. Without information, you are flying blind. A battery-powered or hand-crank AM/FM radio is a lifeline. Government agencies plan to broadcast emergency instructions on specific frequencies. Those broadcasts guide when to leave shelter, where to go, and what to avoid. The devastation would not be confined to blast zones. Fallout can ride jet streams across continents. It contaminates land, water, and food far from the conflict. Within hours, supply chains break, just-in-time delivery stalls. Supermarkets empty, medicines run out, fuel dries up. Financial systems seize, cards fail, balances are inaccessible. People flee destruction and fallout, overwhelming nearby communities. Social friction spikes as essentials become scarce. Let us bring this down to a single-family home, 50 miles downwind of a major city that has been hit. They did not see the flash, but the alert arrived and they follow their plan. They seal the door and turn off ventilation. Their emergency kit is their lifeline. Water, food, a hand-crank radio, a flashlight, first aid. Their fight is against fallout and uncertainty. They listen, switching frequencies, static, fragments, then silence. They project calm and create slivers of normalcy. Every sound brings new worry. A crisis emerges. A child develops fever and a cough. Supplies are finite, and the parents face a terrible choice. Every choice is a gamble between present need and unknown future horror. Water becomes the primary concern. Rationing tightens. The radio warns, do not leave shelter. Stay indoors for a minimum of 14 days. Hope for a one-day ordeal vanishes. Their small basement is now their entire world. The first day was only the beginning. The real test of preparedness and will is yet to come. The scenario of a nuclear exchange is the darkest of human possibilities. The first 24 hours would bring destruction, poisoned landscapes, and system collapse. We have walked through shelter necessity, the danger of fallout, the communication breakdown, and the harrowing choices families would face. Yet despair is not a strategy. The constructive response is preparation and prevention. Hope is found in action. These preparations help for earthquakes, hurricanes, and pandemics too. Here's what you can do now. 1. Make a plan. Identify your best shelter and meeting points. 2. Build a kit. 2 weeks of food and water. 3. Stay informed. Get a hand crank or battery AM/FM radio with extra batteries. 4. Gather supplies. First aid, prescriptions, flashlights, hygiene, duct tape, plastic sheeting. 5. Know the science. Get inside. Stay tuned. Ultimately, the only way to win a nuclear war is to prevent it. Support de-escalation and arms control. Our children should not live under this shadow. Preparation is our shield. Prevention is our victory.